Hello and welcome to the summary presentation of the local marketing webinar we held on the 10th of September. If you'd like more information, please email me at edarby@dacgroup.com. The first question to ask is why local? And put very simply, it drives transformational growth for national and international brands by connecting them with local audiences. Local is also a critical element in a voice search strategy. We know that 50% of all search will be voice activated by the end of 2020, and that results are provided from organic sources. Voice search indicates two critical things, an intent and a location. Armed with this, results are primarily local. Searches made on mobile devices are 3 times more likely to have a local intent. Therefore, a local strategy will significantly increase click and conversion volumes without the need to reinvent your main search strategy. We have witnessed a huge growth in searches with a near me inclusion. Search engines are increasingly predicting intent on search terms, as we can see from the next slide. The auto-suggest results for the term supermarket include 3 local or near me terms: near me, nearby, and open now. This clearly shows the importance of a local strategy, optimizing both organic and paid-for results. When we start working with clients, we see an immediate increase in store visits with a minimum of 25% uplift and often in excess of 40% within the first 3 months. So we can determine that where you are matters much as who you are. However, I'm not picking on Vodafone here. I could have picked any number of brands. There are some problems. Vodafone have spent millions of pounds creating their brand and making it sellable. However, because the customer's first experience of the brand can be so poor, as we see in this example, there's little more that Vodafone could do to entice people in store. All the hard work has been done, but it is so easily undone by forgetting to focus on the important detail, how a customer finds you. So let's go through some of the things that make up local. First of all, local listings. I'm sure we've all seen these. Second is map packs. Third, local pages. And local pages are so important to any local search strategy. They can hold rich content so highly valued by Google, which means they will rank organically in local and generic environments. Importantly, we can capture some useful information and adapt content to meet the consumer by knowing what they search for and where they are. Facebook is a good point to mention the importance of sentiment and reviews. We can use reviews and sentiment as barometers of performance for individual locations and for the brand, but they do require active management and strategy. Local paid search is an excellent tactical tool, but it can get expensive. It is best used to establish a presence for promotions or fight competitors. Finally, SEO. We want to see our locations listed high in organic results for all brand and relevant generic searches with a store or local identifier or intent. So we wanted to give you 6 things that you could do immediately within your GMB environment, your Google My Business environment. While there are many other vendors, we wanted to start here because it represents the biggest volume of search terms and also the greatest amount of traffic that you'll receive locally. So, number 1, claim your locations. It's amazing just how many businesses don't do that. It's the very foundational element of local marketing. Taking control of your local presence will have an immediate positive impact on traffic, both in-store and online. You can control content, reviews, and much more. Second, make them accurate. Accuracy in your GMB listings means customers will not be disappointed if they go to a store having checked the opening times beforehand. If they use Google Maps to find you, then the pin placement also needs to be correct. We see many examples of incorrect listings which will be having a detrimental impact on that location's business. Third, answer reviews. We mentioned this before, but research tells us that consumers trust reviews almost as much as a recommendation from a friend. Likewise, bad reviews can be highly detrimental. So answering questions and responding to comments demonstrates you care about your customers. Implement tracking. There are very few brands with untracked marketing activity, so include your GMB traffic. Most clients are amazed just how much is derived from their GMB activity. Without tracking, traffic will come through as organic or generic and therefore gives no actionable insight. Fifth, personalized pictures. A picture paints 1,000 words. If Google can't see a relevant picture of your locations, it will default to Street View. And that could mean your stores have the side of a bus, a couple arguing, or a dog being walked as your primary image. And I'm sure that's not in anyone's brand guidelines. Google itself has pages of guidelines for exterior, interior, product, food, room, and workout images, designed for retailers to present the best image for their locations to consumers. And finally, test Google Posts. This is an underused area of GMB that every location can take advantage of. Posts last for 7 days and give businesses a platform with their individual GMB listings to promote a product, discount, an event, or a sale. In this example, the discount code is specific to the listing, meaning a user and their purchase are linked directly to the location, joining the dots between consumers, locations, digital, and footfall. Currently, posts are free, so there's even more reason to test them. Of course, local isn't all Google. It's about 92% Google, but there are other platforms including Bing, Apple, and Facebook. We recommend starting with Google as it represents the greatest percentage of traffic available. Apple will be unveiling their new map environment with the release of iOS 13. They have identified local as a priority and have dedicated resource to meet Google head-on. Apple only allows a very few number of vendors to submit data on a daily basis, and DAC is one of them. Bing powers Alexa results, so has an effect on voice search results too. Please look out for our voice search webinar in the coming months for details on that. So let's move on to building a roadmap. Once you've got the foundational elements of local marketing in place, we look to build out a local strategy that increases the consumer's engagement with your brand, moving right from left to right in this example of petrol stations. As we evolve a local marketing strategy, we encourage and build out the usage of generic search terms to capture more and more traffic for our brands. A couple of examples to finish. Our client, Class Olson, we drove a 90% increase in e-commerce revenue just by implementing a local strategy. And for NetJets, which some of you may know, it's timeshare for private jets, we had an increase of 100% in leads in the first 6 months for ultra high net worth individuals. And importantly, location targeting was critical when trying to reach that very niche and very targeted audience. There's a couple of examples to finish with. I hope you found the information useful, and I hope you found the updates useful. If you'd like more, please do contact me at edarby@dacgroup.com. But for now, thank you very much.